Hello everybody, I'm Redbeard Anubis and welcome back to RBA Airsoft. Today we are talking about the VFC USP P8A1 gas blowback pistol. Let's get into it. Good trade. Alright, today we're talking about the USP P8A1. This is an airsoft replica made by Vega Force Company, commonly referred to as VFC. This is the variant that is the standard sidearm for the German armed forces. That's why it's marked P8A1, as you guys can see. Has nice markings on it. It is the 9x19 version of the USP. So it's even marked on the magazines, 9x19. Let's go ahead and show clear. All good to go. No BBs, no gas. We are good to go. Has a functioning decocker. And one magazine that comes with it. In the package, this is the box that it comes in. You're going to get the pistol, one gas magazine, documentation from the distributor, and that's about it. Nothing too crazy on that aspect. This pistol is a metal and composite pistol, just like the real one. The slide is metal. The outer barrel is metal as well. The frame is this nice polymer. It's not a cheap plastic. It has some definite textile feel to it. It feels like the regular USP. Internal components, they're both a combination of metal and polymer. There are a lot of different things. There is one weak point of this, and we're going to get into that as the review goes on. The weight and dimensions, honestly, to tell you the truth, this is the standard size of a regular USP. It does feel weighty, has some good heft to it. It is comparable to most other full-size military-style service pistol handguns. I would say closest would be the Beretta 92 or M9. It definitely has about that same weight and feel to it. It's a little chunkier in the grip, I've noticed. So this platform can take... There's a 40 version and a 45 version. This is the 9mm version. This pistol in 9mm, which I have shot the real variant, is very easy to shoot. Single double action, which meaning that on that first trigger pull, you're going to have the hammer down. It's going to go there and then reset and pull. And then, like I said, it cycles each time after that. If you have already seen the shooting video, if you haven't, make sure you check out the short to show the shooting of the replica. It does have a lower rail. This is an older style rail. It's not Picatinny. However, this rail will accept most modern attachments. I can put my TRL1 high lumen flashlight on this pretty easily. It is tight, it is snug, it's a little bigger than the standard Picatinny rail on most modern pistols. This is an older design, but it does work. So that's good to know at least. It is a gas blowback. So it has the single double action with a decocker. It has a safety here on the side of the frame, up for fire, and then all the way down to decock the pistol. So if your hammer is back, and you can start there. Now, the biggest thing about the decocker that I have found is that I actually had to put a replacement part in here, which was absolutely terrible to deconstruct the gun and get it back together. I'm not a tech, and I bit off more than I could chew, but I got it together. I got it working. The decocker, in my opinion, is very weak. It's a plastic outer piece. So personally, I don't really use a decocker that much. Yeah, I showed it off in the shooting video because, well, it's part of the pistol, but I would be very careful with the safety use anyways. Usually what I do is when I charge the pistol to get it ready for that first time, I'll leave it cocked in single action. And then when I'm done with it, I'll depress the trigger with the magazine out. And that way we can go back to double action mode. It's kind of annoying, yes, but I don't want to have to replace the part. The part is cheap, but again, this pistol to take apart and put back together is really terrible. It is a gas blowback system, so every time you pull the trigger, the cycle will. This is the blowback version, so the slide will cycle. And once you have an empty magazine, it does go back to slide lock. It's very good about actually going to slide lock. I know a lot of gas pistols sometimes have issues locking open. This one I haven't had an issue with. I've used it in gameplay twice now. Yeah, I really like it. Very easy. The magazine system. So it's primarily constructed of metal, except for the plastic base plate. Gas goes in the bottom of the magazine. You have your knocker valve here for gas release. Standard gas blowback magazine design. Wider feed tray down here at the bottom, so you can pull this down and then load in. Very easy to load, no issues. Holds about 20 rounds, I've noticed. Also has a pretty good gas reservoir for what it is. Haven't had any leak issues with these magazines. These magazines have performed very well. The hop-up system is adjustable. It's accessible through the barrel assembly. You really have to, with most gas blowback pistols, unlike AEGs, you really have to deconstruct the pistol to get to it. Kinda sucks in that aspect, but it's part of it. So basically what you want to do here is you want to get it to a point where you can get the slide stop mechanism here out. You want to pull this out and then the whole pistol will come apart. So we're not going to do that right now. It's kind of annoying, honestly, to deconstruct the pistol, but it is right near the barrel assembly in this area. Once it's open though, and you see the wheel, it's very easy hop adjusting. I have my hop set. Once you set it, it doesn't move. I haven't had an issue with it since. Like most standard pistols, of course, it's going to have your trigger, your slide stop release, your safety decocker, magazine release. Magazine release is the European style, HK style, so it's a ambidextrous under the trigger guard release. It's not on the side of the magazine. It's not on the side of the frame here where the magazine is. So it's just a down press, comes apart, can be accessed from both sides. So if you're a lefty and you're looking for a pistol for a lefty or righty, it works both ways. That's one nice thing about this. It does have fixed iron sights on the pistol. No options for a dot because this is an older design. It matches a normal USP loadout pretty simply. Alright, the accessory rail, like I mentioned before, it does accept most lights and lasers. It can be tight on some things. Honestly, like I said, it fits my light that I use, the Streamlight TRL1 High Lumen. So it works. But just so you know, it is going to be tight. It is an older rail. It's not a Picatinny rail. It's meant for USP styled attachments, accessories. Again, like I said, for me personally, I don't really care because I use the one light for the one holster that I use for all of my pistols. It fits. Your mileage may vary on that, so it all depends. This pistol does have a lot of aftermarket to it. You can get parts here in the US because really the only main difference between the standard USP that they sell, VFC sells in the United States, and then this one, which is available in Asia only, is the fact that this one's marked 9x19 and also the P8A1. I wanted the P8A1 German USP variant. I didn't want the US 45 version. It's the same pistol, just marked differently for different areas. The markings are really cool on it. We do have B-roll of that where we're going to show those. It is fully marked with the HK logos, the 9x19, everything looks and feels like the regular real USP pistol. Has your has a serial number plate underneath there like the real one, is marked there on the grip. Has your standard HK markings here, as well as proof marks on the side here, and all these serial numbers match to each portion, which is really cool. It's a very nicely done pistol, performs really well. This VFC pistol is really good. Like I said, it performs extremely well, extremely accurate, good shot from distance. My biggest complaint and my biggest issue with it is the decocker. If that's not a deal breaker for you, fine, but don't overuse it is my big thing. Take care of it. It is one of those ones you have to be careful with or you're going to break it. I know I did. I was using it like a standard pistol decocker all the time, like I do with most pistols with a decocker, and it snapped. The decocker lever broke off and it was locked in safety. Had somebody look at it at the field when I was playing with it the first time. This happened the first time I took out the pistol, mind you. They were able to flip the mechanism to fire, so I just used it without a lever at all my first time. Once I got it repaired, I took it out again, and with being mindful of the decocker, it performed well. So that's one downside of this model. I don't know why they would use such a cheap plastic and nub for the decocker and a part that, you know, uses torque and torsion. But besides that, it's great. I do love it. If you were looking for the standard sidearm for German armed forces, if you're one of those, or you just want the 9mm version of the USP, this is a good option. It's a reliable pistol. It performs well besides the decocker portion. I love the single double action functions of it. It's weighty in the hand. It feels good pressing forward. I have no issues with it. Magazine release, actually I use, instead of my thumb, I use my trigger finger, which is actually very easy. Just drop down, press down, and there it is. Magazine, as you see, flies out really easily and locks back into place with a positive click, so you know you're good. Running the slide, it feels very nice. Has very nice blowback action. I will show the decocker once for the video. There you go. So just like I said, be careful with that. Other than that, I have no complaints on this pistol. Yeah, so this is the USP P8A1 by VFC. All around a good double action sidearm for you if that's what you're looking for. If you like the USP model and you want the officially marked HK version with the German military markings, then this may be the pistol for you. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and of course we shall see you on the next video. Make sure you take care of yourselves and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye.